So next we will learn about the permissions. So the permissions are assigned using chmod command. Okay, and there is a concept called ownership. Okay, we can change the ownership using chown commands. So the two more commands, or the new commands which we will be learning, are chmod to change the permission, and to change the ownership, chown. So let's learn about those. Okay, so suppose now I've created a directory called data. Okay, now I've created a directory called data. If I do ls, I can see data. But if I want to see more details about it, like what are its permission and all, so what I'll do is I will do ls hyphen list the directory. Ld means list directory details. Okay, so if you see here, we have a data directory whose owner is Prayag, and the group is also Prayag. Okay, so this field stands for user, you, and this stands for group. Okay, and this is when it was created, and a date, and this is the directory. Now let's learn about this field. Okay, so let me open a notepad. So I've just copied it. So just segregate it in three parts. Okay, so the first part is D means data is a directory, so the first part is D stands for data directory. Now replace R, okay, and W and X with 111. RWX with 111. Again RWX will be replaced with 111, and dash will be replaced with 0. So 101. So this is in a binary format. Okay, so when we convert this to a decimal number format, it will be 7. Okay, 7 and 5. So in short, the permission for this directory is 775. Now also learn what does this mean. Okay, RWX. So the first field is for user. Okay, remove this D directory. We already know it is a directory. So the first will be for user, RWX. The second field is for group. Okay, and the last field is for others. Okay, so if you see here, this owner of this directory is user Prayag, and whenever we create a user, it also creates a group. So by default, the owner and the group is same. Okay, so anyone, the owner will be able to read, write, and execute the first three fields. Okay, the group, if we have some other group, in this case it is Prayag only, so it will be the other group. The members of the group will also be able to read, write, and execute. And apart from the user and the group, the other ones, like if you see John user or a James user, they will not be able to write on this directory. They will be only able to read and execute. They won't have the write permissions. Okay, so that's how the permission is assigned. Now what if I want that even the group, the members of the group should have only read and execute permission? The owner will have full permission, that is 7. The group should have only read, no write permission, and execute permission, so it will be 5. Okay, and others, it should also be 5, 101, and it will be 5. So we have to change the permission to 755, so that even the group will not be able to write on it. So let's change the permission. The command would be chmod change 755 for data. Okay, and if I see ls-ld, we can see The owner is having a read, write and execute permission. The group, okay, members of the group are having only read and execute, and others will also have read and execute. So we'll also have a small exercise now to check if it really is a read, write or read, execute. So this is how we change the permission. If you want that we should have full permission for everyone, this is a very dangerous, but it is also possible. So if you do ls-ld, everyone has every permission. Okay, so most of the times the permissions are 755. The ideal permissions are 755. Okay, the owner will have full permission, the others, the group and others will have read and execute permission. Now if I create a data, I'll create one more directory inside data. Let's create students. Okay, so ls-ld data. Okay, so the owner is Prayag. Okay, and the group is Prayag. It is having permission 755. Okay, now let me change the permission to something else. Sudo chmod 744 on data. Okay, just do ls-ld data. So we can see the permission is changed. Write and execute permission is denied on for others and group. Let's go inside data and change the permission of a subdirectory. Inside it we created students directory. For students it is the default one, that is 775. In case we want that even the student should have the same permission as its parent directory, that is data, so we'll have to use some other option, and that would be, so let's check ls-ld data. So it is 744. Inside for the students it is 775. I want that both data and its child directory has the same permission, so I'll have to use -r option. R should be in the uppercase, not in the lowercase. Add sudo to it and just do 700. Let's try 700. So recursively for every directory inside data, it will set this permission. -r stands for recursively. Now let's check ls-ld data, and we can see data is having permission 700. And if you go inside the directory and do ls-ld students, they are also having the same permission as the parent directory, that is data. So the -r option is very important. It will do it recursively. Now let's learn the next command, and that is chown. Okay, so for that let's first create a group. Sudo group add class again, cat/etc group. Okay, we have a group called class ls-ld data. Okay, now I want that the data should be owned by class group. Okay, so what I'll do is sudo chown, change the ownership. Okay, we can have r similar to the chmod command which we saw. -r means recursively change the ownership for the data directory. And what should be the ownership? We have to give it in this format, user and group. So user should be my username only, and the group should be class. Just press enter. Okay, go to data and do ls-ld students. Okay, so even for students also the owner is Prayag and the group is class. So if we add some users into this class group, they will not be able to access it. Okay, and even others will not be able to access it, only the owner will be able to access it. So we saw two commands now, chmod and chown, with -r option in uppercase, that is change the ownership and the permissions recursively. Now suppose I want to change the group, we can do only like this. Okay, this is also possible. One directory back. Okay, but the colon should be there. Okay, this will not change the user, it will change only the group. And this is also possible, this will change only the owner, not the group. Okay, and there is also one command that is only for changing the group, chgrp. Okay, hyphen r. Okay, and here only we have to provide the group name data. So we have already done that. Okay, but this is also change group command, chgrp command. So ch own we have seen, ch group we have seen, and ch mod we have seen. Now let's do a small exercise, but before that let me do some cleanup. User, okay, I haven't created any user, I created only a group, cat slash etc group. So group del class sudo. So what we will be doing now is we'll create three users, Alice, Bob and Charlie. Okay, we'll create group. So uh, along with group add group also works. Okay, this command also works, add group, but let's keep it group add only. And again we'll do group add testers. So we'll be creating three users, Alice, Bob and Charlie. Then we'll create two groups, devs and testers. Okay, we'll add Bob and Charlie to the dev and Alice and Bob to the tester. So tester is a part of dev and uh, means Bob is a part of testers and dev both. Then we'll set a permission, we'll create a directory. Okay, and we'll set the owner of the project as Alice. Okay, and group will be testers. We'll change some permission for the project, that is 750. Similarly, and we'll try to log in and check what are the output when we try to do something. So let's do it quickly. What I'm doing is I'm creating three users. Okay, what else I'll do? Let's do user add. User add Alice. Okay, it already exists. Sudo user add Alice. Then I'll add a user called Bob. Then I'll add a user called Charlie. Okay, just check cat slash etc pass wd. Three users are created, Alice, Bob and Charlie. Okay, but I should have added hyphen m option. Alice, Bob and Charlie. Sudo user add hyphen m hyphen s slash bin bash Alice, Bob and Charlie. Just check the home directories. So Alice, Bob and Charlie all have the home directories. Now let's create two group add. devs, and group add testers, and will add users, user mod -g, will add Bob to developers, will add Charlie to the developers, okay, will add Alice to the testers, and Bob also to the testers. Just check /etc group. Okay, so in testers we have Alice and Bob, and in devs we have Charlie. I think Bob we missed. Okay, so in developers Bob and Charlie, and in testers, so let's log in as, okay, so let's create a directory called mkdir project. Go to let's check the permission of project directory. Okay, it is owned by owner Prayag, and group is also Prayag, and the permission is read write execute for Prayag, read write execute for the users in the group, and for others it read and execute. So inside the project, just create one script code.py and change its permission to 755. So plus x, this I'll explain in some time. X also, it is also possible to set the permission using some keywords like plus x, plus w, plus r. Okay, so let's check the permission. With ll also I can change the check the permission. Okay, we have to change the permission of project. Okay, so Alice should be the owner of the project, and testers should be the group of the project. So just do ls-ld project. Okay, so Alice is the owner. So if you log in as an Alice, so Alice can do whatever we will set now. So just do ls-ld project. So only Alice can read write and execute on it. So who is the part of testers cd/etc group? Okay, Alice and Bob can cannot write into it, and others will not be able to do anything on it. So who will be the others? Charlie will be the other for this project directory. Okay, so let's log in as a Charlie only. We'll do sudo su login as a Charlie. Su hyphen Charlie. Okay, so created everything in my home directory. Okay, so just to ll or ls-ld project. So who is the owner? Alice, and group is testers. So again check who is the part of the group. Okay, testers Alice and Bob. We are logged in as a Charlie. So what I'll do is I'll go to project directory. It will say permission denied. Okay, because I am other and I don't have any permission on it. Okay, again check it, ls-ld project. Okay, as Alice is not part of the testers Charlie, it doesn't have any permission. Okay, it cannot even go inside the directory or do anything. Now let's log in as second user called Bob, as a tester, that is Bob. Again check, go to my home directory and project, or just home directory, and do ls-ld project cat/etc group. So owner is Alice and the group is testers. Testers are Alice and Bob. So let's try to go to project directory. So execute permission is there. So at least we are able to go inside that project directory as a user Bob. Okay, but Bob user should not be able to write into it. Let's check if it allows. File 1. Okay, it will say permission denied. Why? Because it doesn't have a write permission on that directory. Now let's log in as an Alice. Go to my home directory. Okay, and ls-ld project. Owner is Alice, and Alice is having full permission. So cd project touch file 1.txt. Okay, it's able to do that. If you go outside, it will be able to remove it as well. Project ls-ld project. Why it's not
Right,
removing?
the
Yeah,
Alice is a part of testers group also, right?
yes,
What is the permission, the effective permission? Because the testers group right permission is not there, right?
yes, right.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the one of the reason it's not
Mm.
allowing.
Mm.
So we can test that. What we'll do is just go to slash group and remove Alice from testers. Login as Alice. And one of the reason would be I dynamically created this exercise. Okay, so let's have an LD project. Okay, cat/etc group Charlie's devs and testers Bob. So project. One of the reason would be if I go to project, we created something inside it, right? I created something called code.py. Okay, but it's okay. I think you understood it. I'll check why it's not deleting it. Ideally, it should delete because it is the owner. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, fine. So that's it for today, and we have 13 minutes more. Okay, we'll cover sudo tomorrow.